those are my main. I love my jazz. I love my reggae. Hip hop is probably the thing I listen to the most because I work out to it. Then there's like all my 70s, soul, and then my 60s and 70s rock. I took on the spirit, as you can tell. I don't need to tell you. I took on the spirit of Mick Jagger in the pickle costume. He was my muse. Gimme Shelter by the Rolling Stones was definitely like, getting me amped up because I was like, this is how nuts I was. I was literally like, I am Mick Jagger. I'm Mick Jagger. I'm Mick Jagger in a pickle costume singing Pinball Wizard by The Who. That's where my head was at come performance number one.
Well, this is why you should have won. You took it very seriously here on The Masked Singer.
Those are your words. You're not the only one who's saying I should have won. Those are your words. And listen, this will be debated. This will be discussed forever. Whether or not there's a recount, a lot of things are being thrown around right now.
A lot of things are being thrown around. Well, listen, you mentioned Luann, and you are a Bravo aficionado. When I need to get, what is going on Bravo, I turn to you. You shared the same season as the one and only Mr. Tom Sandoval. Like, did you know he was the diver? What are your thoughts?
I didn't know he was the diver. When I found out he was the diver, I shat. I was tripping the fuck out that Sandoval was there. And, backstage, everybody's masked up. I could have been chilling with Sandoval for days. And that was the one thing that I was like, fuck, man, if we had known like his trailer was near mine, but I didn't know that. And I am in the middle of rewatching the entire Vanderpump Rules series now. So everything that's led up to Scandival, rewatching all of Vanderpump Rules right now, rethinking it, reimagining it, on my way to BravoCon this year. BravoCon's 3 days. I'll be in Vegas 5 days because I'm preparing to go to BravoCon before I even get to BravoCon. I was as excited and disappointed and enthralled and all the emotions that anybody else would have had. Number one, sharing the stage with Tom Sandoval, and number two, realizing that I missed an opportunity to chill with Tom Sandoval. All of that was playing when I saw he was the diver.
If you knew and you got a chance to chill with him, what's the one thing you would have asked him?
There's not one. I can't answer that question. There's not one thing. I have so many questions, and as bad as things. Here's my Sandoval Vanderpump Rules take. As bad as things and as bad as his behavior was in season 10, if you look back, and I am looking back slowly, Tom Sandoval with the guys and the crew he's been the guy that has always tried to keep the group together. Now, ultimately, he blew it up, but there's no excusing what he did. But my reality TV stars, whether it's Bravo Housewives or Vanderpump, I appreciate the bad guys, because without the bad guys or bad girls, bad women, we have no show. So he's taking it on the chin. Schwartz should be thanking him, because Schwartz. Am I going too much down a rabbit hole here for your audience? You guys are cool with this?
Michael, you don't understand. My audience would like to hear you talk about this for the next 7 hours. And I am not even exaggerating to you. This is a Bravo 99% podcast. We love The Masked Singer. It's also the best show ever.
Let me just say this. Schwartz should be lucky. Schwartz should be lucky that Sandoval and the scandal came out, because what he was doing to Katie in Mexico and frolicking around and the making out with the Rachel, aka Raquel, aka that Bambi-eyed bitch, he would have been cast. He would have been cast away somewhere had Scandal not happened. So he should really be happy that whole thing happened, because that took the brunt of the attention away from him. So that being said, I am literally right now at episode 10, season 10. We've rewatched the entire thing for the last 3 months. So I was bugging out. I was fucking tripping out when he got kicked off. and I realized I was that close to Sandoval because I would have talked to him about all of it.
All of it. I mean, look, first of all, they should all thank him. We have Jax back on our screen, but do you think Raquel is making a huge mistake with Rachel by not coming back? I mean, she's not back next season.
I think, to be in all seriousness, I think it's better for Rachel, her personally, not to come back. She doesn't seem equipped to come back. And you know, as much fun as we have, you know, at a certain point, if you need to tap out, you need to tap out. And she seems like she needs to tap out. So if she's not really cut out for going forward, you know, we have enough, and who knows what's around the corner, and the Kristen Doty's of the world, and you know, the Jax Taylors of the world, and what we have going forward. I mean, we still have the core crew, the DJ James Kennedys of the world, and so forth and so on, respectfully.
We still have that. I mean, what do you think? This really is a true question. What is going on? Because I am so confused. My audience is so confused. What is going on between Colin Mauricio and Morgan Wade? I really don't know. I think
what's going on is what's going on. I think that they're broken up. I think that they've had an incredible relationship for many years. They built a beautiful family. They've built huge successful businesses together. They've lived a life together, and unfortunately, you know, sometimes things come to an end. I wish them nothing but the best. And you know, I will say selfishly, and I'm sure every single person watching this, we hope it all plays out when Beverly Hills comes back.
The trailer looks really good.
It looks fantastic.
It looks they're going to have another great season on Beverly Hills. Before we move on from Bravo, again, my audience and me could spend 3 hours talking to you about this, but I'm being respectful of your time, and we have to shout out the Masked Singer again. What do you think of Bethany's reality reckoning? I mean, this is all over the place. I'm curious as to what you think.
I think that her reality reckoning is a self-fulfilling prophecy. I think that she wants her name and her face attached to it. I have been on record calling her the Michael Jordan of Housewives, but now she might be the Sammy Sosa of Housewives, or the Barry Bonds of Housewives, or the Lance Armstrong of Housewives. And everything she's done might need an asterisk next to it. As great as she was on Bravo as a housewife doesn't mean she's as good as a TikToker, doesn't mean she's as good as an Instagrammer or a YouTuber, but we can never take away the joy she gave us on Bravo. Her best work has been done on Bravo. She created an empire, and that's all I could say is that her TikToking is not as good as she was on, and you know, and honestly, who is